Hello?
Yes, sir.
I must talk too loudly. If you are not able to understand my voice, just tell me, I will repeat it. Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm just not able to talk too loudly at all. Suppose if you have doubts or you are not able to understand my voice clearly, just let me know. I will repeat that comment again.
Okay, okay, sure, sir.
So I think we have seen up to this isometric, right?
Yes, sir.
The last class.
Yes, sir.
Object tracking, object snap we have seen object tracking, and then etc. Okay.
Sir, your sound is not audible, sir. Hello?
Is it audible now?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to open another diagram, a structural diagram,
Okay, sir.
and I want to draw something like this. So what are the things I have to do for drawing something like this? So here, what I can see is that the lines are of different colors. Here you can see the lines are of different colors,
Mm.
and there is some specific thickness to the lines. They have given some kind of thickness to the lines. For example, if I draw something here, my thickness is not visible. It's almost like zero thickness. So first thing what I have to do is I need to know how to change my colors. Second thing, I want to know how to change the line thickness. Third thing is that let me see some. If you see here, there is some kind of dotted lines. How to draw these dotted lines also? So I can't draw like this at all. Suppose if I want to draw dotted lines like this, it is not possible to draw something like.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just drawing a line. What is the way how to
Hel-
draw?
Hello?
Yeah. Once again, I will just adjust my mic.
Okay.
I think it will be clear for you now.
Yes, sir. It's audible now, sir.
It's not possible to draw a line like this. And one more thing, what I have to see is that this diagram, some lines are kind of transparent. They look kind of dull also. So how to draw these kinds of lines, and what is the purpose of drawing? So those are the things we are going to now. So I'm not directly going into this line weight option. This is called as line weight. But before going into this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make
Sir,
properties.
excuse me,
Yeah.
sir. Hello?
Yeah. Tell me, Aman.
Sir, your sound is coming like a variable, sir. Sometimes it's very low and sometimes it's high. Means it's not understanding.
Okay, just give me 1 minute, 1 minute time.
Okay, sir.
Can you hear it now?
Oh yes, sir. Now it's
Okay,
fine.
fine. So what I had to do is that how to change the lines to how to change my diagrams so that it will look like this, and also what is the purpose of this kind of transparent lines and these lines? What are those lines? Why they are left? So these are the things we are going to see now.
Hmm.
So let's say, um, so I'm not going to use this option directly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this option. This option is called as properties here.
Okay.
After that, I will come to this options. So let's say, and escape. In this properties, you will have some 3 to 4 options here. The first one is the color option. Suppose if I want to change the color of my object, what I have to do is just have to come here and I can change my colors here.
Hmm.
Suppose if I'm choosing yellow, what I can do is I can draw lines like this. My colors has been changed for now. Okay, so this is the first method. I can change my colors according to how I want. This is the first thing what I'm going to do it here. And the second thing is that let's just look at this line weight at the lost or as lost, and below that I'm just going to the line tab. This is called as line tab. Actually, there are 4 different kinds of lines are available in normal drawings. What are those lines are? Let me write it here. So the first one is the continuous line. Second one is the hidden line. Third one is the what is it? Action line. And the fourth one is the what is that? The These are the different kinds of lines we commonly use in any diagram setup. So this line is called as continuous line. It doesn't have any gaps at all. So what is one the hidden line? Have you heard about the hidden lines? These lines and all.
Oh yes, sir. Dot like
Yeah, dotted lines. So what it is trying to represent is that suppose I am drawing something and the line is not visible directly, but it is present on the back side. Then I have to represent them by a hidden line. That's called as hidden line options. Okay.
yes, sir.
So what I had to do is I'm coming over here and getting into third option. Here, if you see, we have all 3 options, and all 3 options are just a continuous line only. This also continuous line. This also continuous. This also continuous. Suppose if I want to use the other types of line, what I have to do is I have to click the other options here, and here I have to click load option. In the load option, I will get all the different kinds of lines. Here, hidden lines will be present here. All 3s are hidden lines only, but the gap will be different for me. So I'm just choosing the first option here and clicking OK and again OK. And before uh, going to draw a line, what I'm doing is I'm just choosing the hidden option.
Yes, sir.
After choosing them, I'm going to draw a line. So this is my hidden line. So this is going to be my hidden line. Okay. So where we have to use it in our drawing. Suppose your suppose something is behind the drawing, then we have to represent like this. So for example, I will show some examples here in the website. Example. See, just for example, there is a simple brick is shown here. Simple cube like structure is shown here. There is a line here, but when I am seeing through here, it's not visible. So what I have to do is I have to mark it like this. It means in this view, these lines are not visible, but those lines are present there. This is called as hidden lines.
Yes, sir.
And the next line is the section line. line is a section line. For section line, they don't give it as section line. What name they use? That zone. For example, if there is a structure like this.
Hello, sir.
Sorry. Just suppose if there is a structure like this.
Hmm.
Let me explain the properties too. And I want to take a section at some point. I want to take a section at some point. So what I have to do is I have to take a section. For that, I have to draw a section line so that people seeing this diagram they will understand they can take a section. So for that, what I do is I will go to my properties once again line type. In that line type, I will go to my others options and load. And then what I will do is I will go to my Pantone. They don't have section line. It will be mentioned as Pantone. Pantone is a long line, two short line, long line, two short line.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And okay. And make sure it has been changed to Pantone here also. I have to draw something like this.
Oh, yes, sir.
So suppose you will see these options as we go further. So this is how we have to consider the sections lines also. So this person, when I am drawing this line something like this, the people will understand. So they have taken a section. It has to look like this. This is called a section line. And suppose if I want to mark a center line, then what I had to do is I had to go to my properties. Then I had to go to my others here and load. And in that center line options will be available for me. Yeah, here it is. Long line, small one, one long line, one short line, one long line, one short line.
Yes, sir.
It will be located like this. I'm just clicking OK and OK. For example, let's draw a circle here, and then I'm coming to this point and giving the center. So this is called a center line. So these are the four important lines in any kind of drawing. So suppose if I come and show you this, you can understand it's a hidden line. They are something is behind that. So what they are mentioning that there is a RCC slab behind that. So it is mentioned as hidden lines. And suppose whether something yeah. This one represent my center line, long line, short line, long line, short line. This is a center line for the
Yes,
column.
sir.
Okay. So whenever we see a drawing, we should be able to understand that. So we should. So that is the purpose. These are the four basic lines. We don't have any other lines other than this. Okay.
Okay.
So okay. So now we know how to change the line types and all. Next thing is transparency. What is meant by transparency is that suppose if I use this, one more thing I want to say here is that is a one more command available here. Just note down that command.
Yes, sir.
It's called as LTS, line type step. In case if you are working in your system, it won't appear as clearly as I have drawn now. I have changed my settings according to that. Whenever I draw, it will appear clearly for me. It may not work for you because of the units you are working in or because of the basic settings you have in your system. Suppose it doesn't work, it's not showing clearly means you may ask then how it will be like this. For example, I'm showing it means LTS means line type scale,
Okay.
and I'm just clicking enter here and then giving the values zero point 0.5 something. Everything is getting smaller, right? You can see that
Yes, sir.
LTS and giving the values zero point 0.1. So it's almost looking like a straight line only. So you suppose if it appears very small, like you are not able to see the gap at all. Then what you have to do is you have to click LTS and give the values 2 or 3 or something like that.
Hmm.
Suppose if it is appearing very big, then I have to reduce those values to zero point 0.4 or something like that. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
this is how I will adjust my scale for the this diagram. Sometimes
Hmm.
there will be cases like this. What cases you can see is that in the one, this is a normal level. In one, everything is looking appearing good. For section line, it's looking good. For center line, it's looking good, but the hidden line is not looking good at all. For that, what I had to do is I had to select this one, right click, properties, or else select this one, MO, properties.
Okay.
After going to the properties, what I can do is I can change the line type for this alone, line type scale for this alone. One, instead of one, I want to be three. It will get changed for this line alone. Okay, I can make this kind of changes also. It can be used whenever we need. LTS means the whole diagram will be changed. If I want to change the properties of a single line alone, then I have to select this line and then right click properties. Like that, I have to do that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Mm.
So the next option is the transparency. What is the purpose of transparency? Is that if I draw something like this, it will look very dull for me. So why we have to use something like this? We have to understand what is the purpose of. Suppose in any buildings or any kind of drawings, only the architecture will be doing the works first. He is supposed to the work of architecture is, for example, let's I have my 3ds Max open, so I'm just opening this one.
Mm.
So for the architecture, these things are very important for them. They want to know how what kind of bed is placed there. They want to know what kind of cupboards are there. They are purely focused on what kind of look it is going to give to us. They are not focused on where the column is going to come, or what is the size of the column, where the beam is going to come. Okay. So they are just concerned about how it is going to look for. So for me, these things are not at all important at all. So what I will do is I'm not going to delete these items. So after the architecture finishes his work, he will give the work to me. So when he is giving the work to me, what I will do is I will just reduce the transparency of these basic the architecture things. I don't want the chairs and those things. I don't delete it. But instead of deleting them, what I can do is I can just reduce the transparency of them so that it won't disturb me. For example, in AutoCAD, I can show it.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Here the center line is given as transparent because I need this line, but it's not important.
Oh.
It should be so that it doesn't disturb me while drawing. Like that
Mm.
kind of things, we can change the transparency of that line. So this is the purpose of this um, transparency. Okay,
Got it, sir.
let's come to the final option, that is the line weight. Suppose I'm using a line weight like this 0.40. So what I can do is I'm drawing a line and I am reducing my transparency to a normal level. Then what I'm doing is I'm drawing this line. The thing is that it's not looking thick at all. It's looking very normal only.
Yes, sir.
So once again, I'm changing thickness to some other higher values also and normal. Once again, I'm trying, still appearing like this only. So what is happening is that the transparency will only appear when I hit the line weight option. So this is the purpose of this line weight display options here.
Well, what's sir?
So
What's sir? What you did here, sir?
what I did is the transparency won't change when I change the values here. Okay.
Okay.
The transparency only change if I decide to show it. Show or hide line weight. This is the functional keys of
Oh.
line weight display.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Only when I click this line weight will start to appear for.
Oh, yes, sir. Got it.
Okay.
Mm.
So one more thing you have to remember here is that why we have to provide a line weight. And the line weight in some cases and some companies, what I heard is they will give certain kind of line weights for certain reinforcement. For example, 12 have a certain what is it line weight. 16 dia bars will have certain line weights. Those things they will follow some. Some other people they will use it just for the to look better. For example, simple diagram. I'm drawing one. It's a very simple layout diagram. What I did is I just add a line width so that it looks good on the paper. So that is the reason. Apart from that, there is no reason to add the line weights at all. So
Mm.
that it will, whenever I take a printout, it looks better. So that is the reason why I have added the line width. So for some cases, we will be adding line widths as per the company requirement. In some cases, just to look better on the paper, when I am taking a printout, it looks good. It has to look good. So for that, I may add line widths also. So while working, we don't use line widths because it is tough to find out the endpoints and all.
Hmm.
So normally I don't use the line widths while drawing. After finishing the drawing only, I will use the line widths. So at that time, I will uncheck this. And one more thing here is that for these lines, I don't add the line widths at all. For these lines, I don't add the line widths at all. Suppose if I take a printout here, suppose if I'm taking a printout here,
Yes, sir.
there is line width is showing here. Are you able to understand here?
Yes, sir.
Actually, I don't give any line weights, but some kind of line weight is displaying when when I'm trying to take a printout here.
Hmm.
Why it is happening like this? This becomes a very big problem when you are trying to hack something. I will show you the problem. It's not a big problem when the lines are drawn, but it will become a very big problem when I'm trying to hack something here. For example, let's say I'm giving some kind of hatches like okay, once again I'm trying to these things don't look good at all. It looks very odd. I don't want the line weights for the hatches, but the problem is that some kind of line wedges have been added to everything. These lines and these hatches, everything has been added as some default line wedge has been added. So in order to avoid this, in case I don't want any kind of line wedge for my hatches, I just want my hatches to look very normal like this. What I had to do is I had to go to my just note down this option.
Okay.
Autodesk, in this one options will be there.
Hmm.
This one, just go to user preference,
Okay.
line width settings.
Yes, sir.
The default value is 0.25. So that is the reason why when we are taking to the code, the default line width is displaying for. So what I will do is I will just make it as 0. Like,
Okay.
I'm trying to take a picture now. Now I don't see. Oh, still it's showing. I think I have made some kind of mistake. Okay, I will just correct this one. Itself
Yes, sir.
showing because I forgot to turn this to just this one. Second, I will try this. Just delete this one. Equal to PDF. Now I don't see any kind of hatches here.
Yes, sir.
So I mean any kind of line widths here. So these line widths are okay for lines, but when it is applied to hatches, it looks very nasty. So we should know how the line widths are working here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is So we know how to control the line width, and this is the option to control the line width for me. Okay. Next thing, what I had to do is we know why we are providing this line width and why what cases we have to provide this. But the problem here is that there are different kinds of lines and different annotations and different colors and different line settings they have used. For each cases, I can't come over to my properties options and I can't change the for every single time. It's not possible to come. For example, suppose if I want to draw a blue color, something like this color, I'm just coming here and drawing. Then I want to change a line here. Then I have to come here and then I have to change the colors. It's not going to work like this. It will take lot of time for. So how to draw this? How to draw efficiently in this pattern? In that case, I'm just going to use my layers option. In this case, I'm going to use my layers option.
Mm.
Okay. Let me tell an example about the layers. I'm just opening one more drawing here. It's loading, just kindly wait.
Yes.
Suppose if I give a drawing like this, I won't be able to study a drawing at all because it has all the architecture elements in this drawing. Architecture elements means this is the architecture elements. I don't want this landscape at all. There is no. I'm a structural person. Suppose if I am a structural person, I don't need this landscape. This landscape. I don't care what kind of room is there. I don't mind whether it's a gents' top room or whether it's a ladies' top room. Okay. All I care about is where the wall is coming, where the windows are coming, where the columns are going to come. So those are the things I need. So what I have to do is, in case if I look at the layers, there are a lot of things in this layers option.
Oh,
So when
I see.
yeah, I just want the columns, I want the walls, and maybe windows and doors also. Okay. So what I
Mm.
will do is I'm just clicking this button. I want the columns, so I'm not clicking them. So as I click those options, everything is getting turned off. Now I can study the diagram very. So these are the columns. I need the column positions. So these are the columns. I have studied them, and these are the walls. So like this, I can easily understand the diagram. So this is the main purpose of diagrams. I can understand where the diagrams are, what are the things I want. I can easily hide them and I easily show them. Okay? Are you able to understand this one?
I see.
Apart from that, I have one other usage for this one. Let's say, okay, it's a very basic plan only. It's not a complicated plan at all. If I see a drawing something like this, what I have to do is I have to give different layers. For example, wall is one layer, doors are one layer, windows are one layer, these furniture items are one layer, dimensions are one layers, I mean text are one layers. Like that I can separate different layers. So how to do that is that I'm just going to my diagrams here. Say expect price units. Had a surgery on my mouth. That's why I'm not able to talk at all. Just okay. let's say what I will do is I will just click the layer properties. And there's big box will appear for me. In this again, I will see the options like color, line type, line weight, and transparency. These options will appear for me.
Hmm.
So then next to what I am doing is that I'm just have to click the new layer options. Layer one will appear for me. Like this, it will appear for me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give wall and change the color to green. Then then I'm clicking door. The new layer has been created for me.
Yes, sir.
So this is the purpose of this. So suppose if I want the line weight of the door to be different, what I can do is I can just come over here and give some kind of difference. So suppose if I'm going to take a section line, what I can do is change some color to it, give some color to it, is red, and change the line type to be section line. That is platform. So this is how I will change everything to this one. So that when I'm trying to draw here, what I can do is I can easily will come here and use the wall options here and started drawing the walls here. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Properties. Make sure it's been turned on to by layer. It's been turned on to by layer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wall. So once I finish the wall options here, just make some offset distance of whatever 9 inches. And suppose if I want to make a section line and then draw the section line. This is how we have to set the settings here. So when I am going to draw something like this, before drawing itself, I have to create a lot of layers for this one, so that I have better control over my drawings. I can easily control my drawings and all. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So whatever drawing we are doing, we have to set the layers and then we have to use these options. So in layers also we have a few more options there. For example, we have seen the color, line type, line weight, and apart from this, we are having on these log plot options are there. We'll see what is being by that. We can see the options here also. Let me turn on everything. So the first option, the bulb icon indicates what to show and what to not to show.
Okay.
The, the thing is that suppose let's say if I click this options, see here these are the columns. If I click them, it's getting turned off. Okay, it's getting turned off.
Oh, yes, sir.
When I am clicking this, it's getting turned on. The same time when I click this one, freeze or thaw, the same is happening. Both have the same option. For example, let's make this a little bit clearer. When I click the wall option, it's getting turned off. When I click the freeze or thaw option, again it's getting turned off. So what is the difference between these two? Why they are having keeping the same option? Here is that when you are trying to play a very big drawing for companies, the project will be very big and you have to draw a lot of drawing. Your system will get hanged, especially in the higher end software like PS Max and those softwares. It will always get hanged. It will get hanged on.
Mm.
The reason is that there is too much thing to process. For example, if you take a very simple example, means we can take a mobile for example. So what I'm doing is that I'm continuously playing two, three games, and I'm not closing it properly. So at some point, what will happen is that my mobile will start to hang. So to avoid that, what I will do is that I have to close my application. So what I will do, instead of, if I click the center button, everything will be closed, but it is running in the background, right? Are you able to get my point?
Oh, yes, sir, yes, sir. I'm
So
listening,
what I
sir.
will do is I will click another button, and it will ask me to close. It will ask me whether I want to close all the apps. When I click close all the apps, everything will be cleared, and some RAM will be given for me. The same thing is happening here.
Mm.
When I am clicking this options, turn your layer on or off, it is hiding the options, but AutoCAD will keep it in its memory. So there will be separate space will be occupied by them.
Mm, yes, sir.
But when I click these options, what is happening there? It is hiding them. At the same time, the AutoCAD doesn't keep it in its memory, so there will be boost in its performance. If you
Mm, yes, sir.
Google it, so when you freeze a layer, the visible effect is the same as turning a layer off. So both are the same visible effect. The difference, however, is that when you freeze a layer, AutoCAD releases it from memory. That's the difference.
Mm.
So if the diagram is very big, I will obviously use the freezer layer because there will be boost in performance. Boost in performance means my system won't hang. It will work properly. That's all. That nothing more than that.
Mm, yes, sir.
Okay, so we know what is maybe this bulb icon and the sun icon. The log icon indicates that suppose if I, in my diagrams I don't want let's make this. I don't want to make any changes to the column. The column has to be fixed. There shouldn't be any changes. Then what I will do is I will just lock this option. Once I lock this option, I won't be able to do any kind of changes to this one. Suppose if I want to change the window sizes or something, I can easily move this thing or whatever I want. Once I lock those options, it can't do any kind of changes to that. So that is the purpose of that lock option. Okay.
Mm, yes, sir.
So one more thing is that let's make it as a simple one. This option is not visible here, but it is visible in this option. That is the plot option. Suppose if I don't want the just make this cut. If I don't want the section line to appear in my output, then what I can do is I can just come here and click it here. Okay, the symbol will be coming like this. Suppose if I take a printout of
Mm, yes, sir.
this
Got, sir.
won't appear for me. So like that also I can use it here. And other things I can see is that these are the other things which are available for me. The same option. For example, if I don't want this layout to be present, what I can do is I can just click here and come over here. All these layers will be hidden for me. So why they are keeping it as a separate layer? For example, if I see this, I am able to understand what is being shown here.
Mm,
That
yes, sir.
diagrams which will be coming from other countries, that is German diagrams, something like that will be coming from.
Okay.
Okay, that time is coming. Yes, we won't understand what they are trying to say at all. So if you look at the layers here, you won't be understanding anything, and why we won't understand what is meant with this. Suppose if I don't want this grids at all, what I will do is I'll just come here, Click here. So all the grids will be hidden. So and I don't want this line means I will just come here and hit it. Because it's not possible for me to find which layers they indicate which with this one.
Oh, yes,
So
yes.
so for that I'm using this kind of techniques. If I click this, everything will reappear again.
Okay.
Same way for isolate also. I just want to isolate a particular item means I'm selecting this one. Except these items, everything will get locked. Only I can work with this one. Everything other items will get locked for me. These are very useful options when we are working with the big projects. Once again, unisolate. The same with the freeze on bar, which is similar to these icons, and these are lock options, and these are make current option. For example, if I want to draw these lines, what I have to do is I have to make this current line, but I am not able to find out which one is indicates this one. So what I will do is I'm just selecting here. You can see the layers getting changed. Suppose if I want to draw in this layer, getting changed. Okay. So match properties means this match property is available here also, but I forgot to talk about this one. Okay. So what is happening is that I need to select an object here, give enter, and my destination. That's it. So it will get changed according to this one. Okay. So whatever this is my destination, this is my source. So it will get changed according to the this layer. This is called match properties, which is similar to here also. Okay. Are you able to understand what is the layers
Ah,
here?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
So layers are very important whenever you are going for a detailed drawing. You shouldn't start a drawing without layers at all. Okay,
Hmm.
and uh, Aman use most of classes here. I started to getting the. I started to. I'm not able to talk properly at all.
What's sir? What's sir?
Kind of paining, really paining for me. I thought I can take the classes continuously,
Okay.
but I'm not able to talk properly at all. Okay. Up to just for this week alone, the classes we will go classes in what is that, a smaller time. From next week, I will just increase the time for your classes. Okay.
Okay, sure, sir.
I had a small surgery on my mouth. There are some stitches, so I'm not able to talk loudly at all. That's why.
Then, sir, will you going to take a class in the evening, sir?
Can I message you like this? If I'm not, I will take some painkillers afternoon. If I don't feel some pain, I will just message you by 3 or 3:30. Okay.